everybody. It's
Hey.
time. It's having fun with J&J time. And yes, it is Christmas. Merry Christmas,
Can you
everybody.
tell? I mean, they can't tell.
I don't know. I was thinking already. It's like middle of July. We're waiting for the surf.
That's
It's
what I'm
Christmas
saying.
time. We are just so excited to be here. We're all just really tired. I think Jeanette and I were just talking about that. So we're going to get some energy up for the show. We always do. And we have a special guest for you today. And we're going to, is this our last live show for the year? No, because we have our Christmas, our New Year's Eve.
We got two of them. We got two more to go, girl.
We got two more. Oh, see, I'm checking out.
Unless you're going, like, we haven't even talked about it, the 26th. Are you going really the day after Christmas on the show? If you want, hey, we could do that too. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do. We have one more Friday after Christmas. So,
no, you're right. No, you're right. My calendar's not marked up to date. It is our last show, unless we want to do next week, the day after Christmas. I don't think so.
So probably not. But because we're doing a 31st show, and it's going to be a live show, and it's going to be it's Wednesday. Be a party. Where your party
Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So yeah, we're not coming on next Friday, but we're coming on Wednesday.
Yep.
So that's gonna be interesting and exciting. Okay.
So if you're out and about, come and watch our show. It's gonna be across. We're gonna be doing some new stuff next year. We got a few minutes before our guest comes on, so we're gonna talk some shop with you guys. Jeanette and I are hashing over how we want our next year to look. We want to be able to really hit the ground running. So we've devised this little New Year's Eve show, and it's going to be live. It's going to be, we're going to try for 8 hours. I don't know how it's going to look or last, or we may just get our jammies on and,
That's what I was saying. I was saying that. I was saying, you know what? I wonder if we can, go and just go in pajamas and just have fun.
It could be a pajama party. Like I'm not really. I know we're supposed to dress up all glam and stuff, but I don't know.
I've always done that. I've always done the glam, and I for once but no, I spend Christmas in pajamas though.
See, so I don't know. We'll see what we'll probably surprise you. But if you're a vendor and you're watching us and you've been on our show before, welcome to the party. Let us know. Email us at which email should we send them to?
The Creative Spirit one.
Okay, the Creative Spirit channel at gmail.com, and say I want to be on the show. If you just want to watch the show, tune in because we are going to be live, and we're going to be doing some crossovers more. So having fun with J&J was the beginning for us. And sometimes people get confused because now we have the Creative Spirit channel. So we're going to make a few connections here because we're never going to not have the Having Fun with J&J show. Right. But I think we're going to put it under the umbrella of the Creative Spirit. So
people, that's growing.
Yeah. So it'll be a part of the channel, and that way people will know that we're not two separate entities when we talk about it. The guest that we're going to have on is doing some things for us to help us get our name out there.
Yeah,
we're taking another. It's not a big risk, but it's a risk. Going down a different path for us to get our marketing out there so that we can market you. That's the idea, is that when we get our marketing up, that'll help you with your marketing.
Yep.
So he's going to come on and give us a little lowdown on what he does and how that works. And I think we're going to have some really interesting things for you next year, because we're not going to take next year lightly. Right, Jeanette?
Nope, we're not. We're going full force to a point where we're going full force. I think it's time to wear our battle gear.
Everybody knows, and And it's just so funny because Jeanette was telling me what our word of the day was.
Mm-hmm.
It just brought up the fact that we're talking about processes.
Mm-hmm.
And so the process to anything that you do, nothing is overnight and overnight success.
Mm-hmm.
It always comes with a lot of hard work and a lot of changes and a lot of developing.
Yeah.
So this year had some challenges, and we didn't move as fast as we wanted to. And I don't know about you, but this year flew by. Like, flew by.
I am not joking. That I don't know where I'm speechless for the first time ever in my life because it was like it's Christmas already. I remember us doing this last year.
I just remember we were doing our Halloween show,
Oh yeah.
and it's like, where did that go? It's like, so
I think the older we get, the more time flies.
Don't you remember when you couldn't wait for Christmas and it took forever, right?
Yep.
Like forever. Like there's 5 more days to Christmas, and kids are like, "Oh my gosh, 5 more days for Christmas." Now we're like, "Oh my gosh, it's only 5 more days till Christmas."
But you know what? I always kind of knew, and I always anticipated because as a teacher, remember I was a teacher. We get 2 weeks off. So I was dying. I'm like, I can't wait to the middle of the year. I need a winter break like quick.
These kids.
Next week the kids are out for the 2 weeks. And I'm like, that cannot be. So I always, as a teacher, looked forward to it. And I was like, and then when January came, I was like, oh, darn, we have to go back to school. And then we were waiting for spring break. There's always a break in there somehow.
Always a break. Well, we don't get we get a break, but we don't. And I think what we're going to do with Jeanette is more of a planner than I am.
I am. I'm trying to change that. Maybe. Well, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Jeanette's a detailed planner.
Yes.
Okay, my plans are always coming. They're just never in the order that they should be in. So we're going to take advantage of Jeanette's ability to organize me and really plan the year. And we have a couple of things that we'd like to do, and hopefully we can do them. But just know this. Our goal is the same.
Yeah.
Our goal is the same. We want to be the face and the voice of crafters, artisans, and artists all through the United States.
Yep.
We want to get more vendors, more talent, more advertisers to take our channel seriously.
Yeah.
Jeanette and I were talking again about what we bring. You always have to reevaluate what you're doing and why you're doing it. And we think there are so many people that are with a crafter, are a crafter, want to be a crafter, was a crafter, did art, was an artist, does artisans. Almost everybody in the United States, there's about 355 million people in this country, and they all know or are with someone or know someone who wants to do one of these 3 things.
Right.
They have art, that whatever it is that they do. And so we know there's a market for it. It's just a very, very individual type of situation.
Oh, my goodness.
And we are working very, very hard to get this channel to be something that people are like, oh man, I got to watch a Creative Spirit channel, or I want to be an advertiser, or I want to show there.
Right.
And we know you have lots of choices to watch and to listen. But next year we're going to be trying to bring you some new stuff, new talks, new information, new ways to market yourself, and we want to help you with that.
Yes. And he left.
Now he needs to get back on. He probably didn't know.
He probably said they didn't see me. They didn't put me on.
They didn't put me on.
Okay, we'll wait.
I'll text him. But that's what we're planning on for you all. So
the more there's Yeah,
for
while you
us.
do that, I'll talk them. Is our goal is to mainly make it into the out there where people know us, and our love is for people and crafters.
There you
And
go.
there he is. Okay, so we're gonna
We're gonna bring
have,
Trevor on so I don't lose
yes.
that.
Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. We
Hey, Trevor.
almost, I know, we almost was like, hey, now he gets to see who we really are, because we haven't seen him. He hasn't seen our faces. It's always been by phone.
No. How are you? Merry Christmas.
You don't look nothing like your Facebook profile.
I don't. That's because
Wait a minute, I think she does.
it's like if you're a woman over 50, you do not put your real picture up there. You put the picture that's closest to you in the last 20 years.
Wow.
Well, mine is still the same.
Hers is the same. Her hair is different. She does different hair all the time. See?
I do.
She got a poofy hair.
There was one time I didn't have any hair and I put wigs on every day. They didn't know who I was.
So Trevor's our special guest, and we have been doing a little prep work for you, Trevor, because we're talking about what we're going to plan for next year. And Trevor Lennon, I'll give a little introduction, and then he can take over. He's with Traffic Team Radio and TV Network, and he works out of the state of Florida, great state of Florida. Jeanette lives in Florida. I'm the sister state to Florida, which is Texas. I know there's a lot of space in between, but
like 18 hours.
And Trevor is working with us with the radio and radio advertising, and we just started working with him. And so we wanted to bring him on and have him talk a little bit about what he does, because some of you may not understand or know. You're like, you don't listen to talk radio, but it's a really huge outlet for businesses, small business especially, very local. And we're going to see what we can do with him to help us help you.
All right. Go ahead, Trevor. Take it away.
Okay. Is Jeanette over here? No, and then Jen, you're over here, correct?
No, I'm Jeanette, but he probably hasn't switched. Yeah, I'm Jeanette.
No. Okay. Are you in Newport Richey?
I'm in Newport Richey.
Okay. So you're just down the road from me.
Yes.
Do you know where the softball fields are?
Yes.
I live across the street from the softball fields.
That's literally like
I'm in Trinity.
6 minutes, like 8 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, now we got that settled.
This is a total Lucy show. Okay, where Lucy has a best friend and Ethel's all miffed because they're best friends, and then Ethel finds out that she and the best friend are also from the same town, Albuquerque. So there's a Lucy. I tell you, Jeanette, the Lucy show for everything.
I tell you.
So now the three of us are all friends, and now we can go. Now that you two are like buddies, really.
But check this out. You know, Trevor, I have to tell you, me and Jenny been together for 3 years. 3 years. We've never met. We've never met.
Okay. This all started, I guess I should start from the ground up.
Yes.
This all started with an email, and it went to Jeanette, right?
Yes.
And you sent me Jen's phone number.
Yes.
And every time I talk to Jen, she goes, I'm in the middle of a 7-hour road trip. So I said, well, what I'm going to try to do with our radio network, we reach 3.6 million people a day because we cover the state of Florida. Plus I have radio in Baltimore and Washington, D.C. and listeners in Philadelphia. So those sell out pretty quick up there. But I also include social media, and like what we're doing right now, I do interviews. So I help businesses that way. That businesses that just use radio in Florida, they miss out on what I do because I handle the social media, and I have 10,000 followers and connections on LinkedIn. And some of my LinkedIn connections have over 20 to 30,000. So you can imagine the reach and the hits and the views that I get every day. And so that's what I do. I kind of help out businesses. I just joined Alignable, which Jen is part of.
Jeanette.
She's part of that. That started. I think this got the whole ball rolling.
Yeah, that's where I reached him from, or where he found me. I found him.
It's funny because Jeanette talked to you or emailed you, and then she called me and she said, "Okay, you need to talk to this guy." And I'm like, "Okay." And I go, "Okay." And then we got, of course, I got, driving around or whatever. And then you and I hooked up, and I told Jeanette, I said, "Okay, we really should think about doing this." And I'm a radio, because I am in my car all the time.
300 miles a day.
And the drive time is
insane.
6 to 9 and what, 3 to 6 is the high
Let
time.
me tell you, I have a goal, and instead of the goal reaching 2 million people, my main goal is to get her off the street.
I've already told her that. When I first started talking to her, I said, I had a discussion with my boss, and I said, this lady's on the road 7 hours a day. And he says, what do you think? I said, that's insane. I said, we need to get her on, this creative network and just say, let her, this be her only job 24/7.
Yes.
And I got to tell you,
Trevor.
Jen, today I was at the Nature Coast Business Association. Yeah. They poached me from Alignable. Okay. So we do meetings every Friday, and there's about 55 businesses in there, but it's ever expanding. And everybody goes, I want to talk to the radio guy. And I go like, okay, so give me my 30 seconds. So I can do whatever you want in 30 seconds. And then I hand it off to the next person who might be selling dog supplies.
I've been to that meeting you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So the guy sitting in front of me who sells dog supplies, including makes dog soap and all that stuff. I said, you would be a perfect guest for Jen on the show.
Yeah. Thank you.
So here's what he did, Jen. He took a picture of my Facebook posting for New Year's Eve. And so I don't even know his name. He's just always across from me when we're chatting in the Nature Coast.
That guy.
I think I'm the only person.
Is that the one that was like 12:30 or 8 o'clock? Are you going to the 8 o'clock one or the 12:30 one?
I go to 8 in the morning. I get up at 6 and I drive from here. Trinity to Spring Hill's 45 minutes each way.
I've been there and I just can't get up at 8 o'clock.
Well, I can't get up at 8 o'clock either. That's why I get up at 6 to be there at 8 o'clock.
You got lame, man. I go to bed at 2. I'm up at 5.
I went to bed at 3 and was up at 4:30 because you always worry about your alarm going off or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And you know what? The worst is when you go to fly somewhere and you got to get to the airport. And I swear to God, you think, okay, I'm going to go to bed and get some sleep. And the whole time you're thinking, I'm going to miss my flight. And you do not sleep. And it's terrible.
Yeah, because on the plane, you're like.
But it's the same thing. I can't sleep. And I'm just up. But this is why we do drive time radio. And
because she can listen to it 24 hours a day in her car.
It is. I know them all. I know them all. I can tell you that. And this is a thing too. I did get to finish this, but because Trevor came on. But people that listen to the radio are very, very loyal people. Mm-hmm. They listen all the time. Whether the host, they hate the host, they like the host, they're upset. One of the hosts in my area, I finally found one in San Antonio they liked, and they moved him. So now he's in Tampa. So now I don't listen to him in San Antonio, but I have him on my phone in Tampa. so I can listen to him.
That's a very good question. Trevor, where can people find you and listen to you? Can they download the app, and what's the app's name?
If they want to listen to my show is not talk radio. I do interviews with rock stars, with actors. I've had, Jen's pointing at her. She will be coming on my show. But I started doing business interviews about 2 years ago, and I found contracts that were 3 months long ended up being 2.5 years long. So it has major impact when you're sitting and talking with somebody with 15 or 20 minutes.
Yep.
Now, what we do traffic wise, we do sponsored traffic reports. It's 40 words a copy, 6 to 9 in the morning and 3 to 6 in the afternoon. So we get people going to work and coming home. And that's how ours works. And then I do all the social media and stuff like that. So that really, it helps. I know it helps. I've had people go like, my first 17 calls have been from LinkedIn. I said, it's Friday. You don't go on the air till Monday morning. They go, oh. I don't care how they get the attention or how we help them sell their product or get to their business. But actually what we're doing is branding. So the last thing out of the 40 words of copy is your website. We drive people to your website. They can't remember phone numbers. They can't remember, 727, whatever the phone number is, but they can remember
the Creative Spirit channel.
.com.
Yep.
And so let's say they hear that 5 or 10 times a day. That makes a major impact. Mm-hmm. And then I got a hold of the doggy guy this morning. I go like, what do you think? And he goes, I guess I should say for $50, you get 15 minutes live. Are we still doing that?
Yes.
Yes.
Or are we doing 14 minutes live? I don't know. So,
it's still 15 minutes live for $50. If
I could get a doggy pet guy, heck yeah. That makes good dog stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
He makes doggy blankets out of felt. And so you can set him, that's what he was saying this morning. He showed me the felt. He goes, these are the last 4 before Christmas. And he sold them in there to, a lady came up to him and bought all 4 of the felts. And you can fold them over and put them on the back seat if the dog is, likes to do that. Or if he likes to lay on your bed, you can put it on the bed and say, hey, stay on this, stay on your side of the bed. It's really kind of weird because I work with big businesses too and little businesses. But joining a Lineable after being pressured for 4 months, I found that I've helped a lot of businesses out the gate.
I've been on Alignable for 4 years.
I've been on it for 11 weeks, I think now, 12 weeks.
Yeah. And we had the direct Chuck on here. We had Chuck on here. We've had Chuck on here and everything.
Most of our
vendors are from Alignable.
And it's surprising me really how many small businesses there really are out there, Trevor. Like, you can't believe how many really small businesses are out there.
Yeah, like let's take example Trinity, where I live. My address is across the street, which is Newport Richie, and my house is in Trinity on the other side of the street. But there's 421 businesses in Trinity, and it's not a great big city or whatever you want to call it. But there's 641 businesses in Newport Richie. So you put Trinity and Newport Richie together, you have 1,000 businesses.
That's wow. That's wild.
Yeah. And that's just 2 kind of small cities right here in Florida, North Tampa.
I'm going to hook up with Trevor in person and with my flyers. And I'm really determined next year to be out in the street. I've always done everything behind the scenes and online, on the phone, and all the websites. I'm on LinkedIn too, but I'm on LinkedIn. I am as Creations of the Heart Art. That's me. Yeah. That's my business. And I'm always, but like my business, I've kind of let it, like me and her, we're just focusing on this. So yeah, so I'm always now, I have to really, I'm determined. I got so many ideas. So I'll get with you, Trevor, when I see you. And you have to write to me because I don't have
I'm not walking the streets with flyers in my hand. That's not part of the.
No, you're not.
We're gonna sponsor him. We're gonna sponsor him with buttons. I'm gonna get you a creative spirit channel button, and we're sending your butt out there on the street.
No, I didn't mean for you to do it. I
want you on the
my goal
with our commercial.
I do have a place. You know what? I do have a place. Well, we could use US 19 because there's a ton of businesses up and down there.
Oh, I know 19.
But where I live in Trinity, if you go down, if you take Mitchell over to Little Road and then up to Trinity and take Trinity Road back, there's like a group of like 20 businesses in each little pocketed area, including a lady that I'm working for or helping on LinkedIn, Dina, who is a mental health lady, helps mental health therapy. And since she's been on, it's been wild crazy. And she has only been on 2 months. And she is sold out every day from like 10 in the morning until 7 at night.
Well,
and I don't know too many
people need it. That's how many people
need
it. We're in need for that, even for soldiers.
She's helped me too. Cause I mean, she says, I know you have 2 psychiatrists. I said, yeah, I have 2 psychiatrists, a psychoanalyst and a priest. And she goes, well, I'll be your 3rd psychiatrist. And I go like, this could be a clash of some sort,
You know what we often say, because we have a lot of crafters that are vets that have been injured or are on disability. We have actually other older people that do crafts to help them, with depression and things. And we were always talking about the connection between creating, and mental health. So she would be a great person to have on.
I would love to have her on here. I love people, so yeah.
Okay, I will get a hold of her and I'll say, when you take a break, let's get you on the network. Well,
we would love to interview her on Having Fun with J&J, just like you're coming on. And the idea of our whole channel is that we're doing the whole Megillah. Like, it's not just crocheting and woodworking and painting. These are real people, everyday people in our neighborhoods and our businesses and our cities, our states, and it's all connected. And so even though we're touting, crafters and artisans, we want people that can help them as well. So support them and get their businesses going. So the reach is amazing. It just is. We're looking for the whole thing.
Yeah. And we always try to always get people and help them and everything. So when we share the love comes back. So that's the way I say it.
Okay. Well, this lady, Dina, did my show, and it literally went big. It went viral. And I got a call from Miami from a doctor who said it made him sad listening to this mental health lady, because he said that, I know that she brought you into it. And I said, yeah. And so without me saying, hey, this is Trevor and this is what's going on in my life. Right. This doctor in Miami, his last name is Dr. Martinez. He's going to Congress in another couple of days, and he's getting an award. And that doesn't really mean anything to him, but it's recognition for his cancer work, and he's working with Parkinson's. And that's why he wants to get on our network, because we can help out. He might be the last ditch doctor for some people, you know?
Yeah.
And he recognizes it.
People are looking beyond the norm these days. And so, again, the only thing we really don't do is we don't do like Satan stuff. We don't do that sort of thing, but doctors, lawyers, accountants, we are about crafters and artisans, but again, everybody's connected in some way. And Jeanette started doing crafts because of being deployed, and we have several vets. We have a couple of people that do fundraisers. We're going to do some fundraisers for getting vets homes and furniture. I thought that by hooking up with you, it's a little different than everybody's going straight to social media, which is great, but you don't want to put all your marketing eggs in one basket. And we're going to start with Florida, but Trevor has reaches in DC, but Philadelphia,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Oh, wow, Maryland.
And so it can only get bigger.
Get better. Yeah, exactly. We
But
appreciate everything, because let me tell you something. We have such a vision to help crafters and small businesses grow, because I miss the times of Little House on the Prairie. You know what I'm saying? The business is helping each other across. They always help. And that's how I pictured us to be. Besides I Love Lucy, that we just name drop everything because we're from that era, So that's kind of what I've always envisioned for us to do, is when you help people, it's like it becomes a little community of people that help each other.
Yep. And we're different than I think some of the businesses that you have, Trevor. But I think we can pretty much be connected to all of them in some way, in some fashion. And you have a great outreach in your community, and that's really, really important.
Yes.
Is your show just a podcast by yourself, or are you on?
No, I'm on the air. You can find links on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, SoundCloud. My show is everywhere, but most people, they go, can I go listen to your interviews someplace? That's the podcast version, I guess you could say. Okay. A lot of my interviews are kept on SoundCloud, where you can find people like Chris Novoselic and Angie McCartney and Paul McCartney's mom, who's like 100. And
she looks good, though.
I know.
Yeah, she does. She's the nicest lady. I have 3 women that say I'm your Beatle mom. And the first one was Louise Harrison. She passed away a couple of years ago. Louise was the sister of George Harrison. And then, of course, Angie, who's married to James McCartney, Paul's dad. And then Julia Baird was John Lennon's, I guess you could say, stepsister or half-sister. Okay. And she was another one that they've done my show. I've done almost 8,000 interviews. So I'm often referred to as the Beatle Nirvana guy, because I spent 2.5 years of doing interviews with the people in the grunge era up in Washington State, Seattle, Aberdeen area. And I don't know. I just, one guy will say something to another guy, and Barrett Jones is the producer for Foo Fighters. He goes, get this guy on. He did the producing for Bleach, the first Nirvana album. And then I end up, Martin Atkins reaches out to me from Chicago. He's from the punk area. He was with Johnny Rotten. He was also in Pill. And he got a Grammy for Hole in the Head because he was a drummer in 9 Inch Nails.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
So, great company.
I know.
I know a lot of famous people. And then I don't know if I told you or not, I got called by a movie guy. I'm helping a guy with a movie.
Really?
And he gave me X amount of dollars. Let's say it's north of 4,000. And he said, I need help in getting the movie out, and I need an editor. And I got him an editor yesterday. Editors for movies. His movie is done. It just finished shooting 3 days ago. It's a horror flick. I think it's called Sick Dead. So it's not a holiday movie.
Well, I don't know. Isn't there a Bad Santa?
And
Oh
Dirty
yeah,
Santa,
Bad Santa. Yeah, yeah.
Naughty Santa. All the movies are out there about Santa's being naughty. You know,
Santa's being naughty. So yeah. So I'll start pushing that on. What we're doing is getting a hold of IMAX theaters and they have multi-screenings for the movie when it comes out, and it'll come out in a couple of months. It's already done. And the editing is not going to take forever because I got a guy who can edit, and it's not going to charge him $75,000 to do the editing. So, yeah, I try to help as many people as I can every way that I can so that I can keep them on.
That's good. That's really good.
We're already working on this second movie. The second movie, I sent him an actress called what's her name? Jen Nangel. And she's kind of like a horror queen. Oh. And so I sent her to him for the second movie. And so this guy is in South Florida, and he found me by going through LinkedIn, and then he found my SoundCloud interviews, and he goes, "Oh my God, my dad would love you." And so his dad went to Woodstock. And I said, "Oh my God." I said, "I've had Grace Slick on and Country Joe and a lot of different members that played at that." Anyway, I should probably should I let you guys get back to work, or should I explain more of what I do? Is there going to be graphics so people can get a hold of me?
Yeah. Well, we already got your email right there on the left.
So we're going to get that. I was wondering, it was Trevor's really brilliant idea to have a New Year's show. We haven't really talked about it, but we're doing $50 for 15 minutes. You could be on our show. It's 8 hours live, and you can email him or email us at creativespiritchannel@gmail.com. He's going to be working with us for the following year and getting us out there. And I'm excited because, like, we're with people like with 9 Inch Nails and like, like we're going to be cool. We're not going to be like, yeah, clap for us, Jeanette. Yeah, we're not going to be like an old lady with a doily. You know what I mean? People are saying, "Hey, where's your doily?" I'm like, I don't know how to doily. I got 10 inch nails though. But I did tell Trevor the story about me falling asleep at a Sacred Right concert.
It was a metal show. Wasn't it a metal show or no?
Yeah. And if you want, I happen to know the producer, and I would happy to introduce you to him. He's a very dear old friend of mine, and he found me near the mosh pit asleep. He said I'd never seen him. So,
in the days of college, well, I probably shouldn't say it, but that would be referred to as free meat. So, we'll move on from that. Whoa!
Why he was worried about me.
So people can find me on Facebook. I am Trevor Joe Lennon, and you're gonna go like, boy, this guy cooks a lot, and I do. I made, I don't see any reference from either one of you guys from the post Thanksgiving dinner I made. I made fettuccine. Hold on a second here. I don't just make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or whatever for the kids. I made homemade pizza, and I made eggplant parmesan for me because it's keto. I made Saturday night dinner. I made meatloaf sandwiches with barbecue sauce, cheese potatoes with Swiss and Monterey and corn. And then I made fettuccine bolognese.
Wow.
So the guys had three great meals in 4 days.
I'm coming over to your house. I'm hungry already.
Well, to come over here. You'd have to actually fly from Texas, I think, to get here.
this is the thing. Jeanette's been trying to get me to Florida for 2 years because she used to be in Texas and we still didn't meet.
Yeah.
So we are planning, or I'm trying to get myself to Florida to do an event, which will be something that you're going to probably promote for us, which is one of the things we're planning.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's going to like videotape us meeting because it's going to be like really wild.
I'll be there. I'll be like,
well, there's shows every weekend here. You know, I mean, I handle the home shows, boat shows, car shows, and all that. And those are big shows, 30,000 people a day.
Right.
But there are like shows like I was talking about the doggy guy who has doggy soap and doggy blankets and all that. Like he goes to like local shows where there's 50 people in like Spring Hill.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so he hits those almost every weekend. He'll find a small place that has that so he can set up and do his vending.
Yeah.
I know vendings are so much fun. I used to do them all the time and then I just couldn't physically anymore. So.
Well, then she met me and I have things for her to do. So she has, but
it keeps me busy.
Most crafters, that's how most crafters start actually, is the pop-ups, and the social media has added to their marketing, so to speak. But what we're trying to explain to them is at a pop-up, like you said, you might get 50 people. You might get 5 sales from that. You got to go. You got to get up in the morning. You got to get all your stuff set up. You got to set up your booth. You sit there and you're active. You can't leave. And then if the weather's bad, you're going to miss a show. And to be on our show, which is a 24/7 channel committed to crafters, artisans, and artists, you get the same thing as you get going to a pop-up.
Yeah.
And so you can add our channel as part of your marketing. And now that we have you, we're adding radio to that advertising. So Trevor's hitting like what, 3 million people? Is that your? So
3.6 million a day.
Okay.
Drive time.
3.6 million a day. And they're going to be, we want, Jeanette, like, okay, we want 1 million. Right now, if I got wowee. So it's not a big push. If you got 3.6 million people listening, that's going to add to our view, at least our viewership. So, that's an awesome thing. And we're excited.
Yeah.
Well, we're not just, I know you love talk radio. We have a lot of talk radio stations, but I have sports stations. I have rock stations. I have country stations. I have religious radio. And religious radio is huge.
I know. That's my
Joy FM.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Joy FM. Are you kidding me? I love Joy FM.
There you go.
I listen to them every morning. There you go. So that's I love Joy FM. I listen to the morning crew, Dave, Bill, and Carmen in the morning.
Oh yeah, Carmen. Yep.
So
Carmen, I can be driving down the road in my 57 Chevy and Carmen will drive by and I'll go like, this lady must be trolling me. Cause she'll wave out of the car and say, hey, Trevor, say hi to Chuck. And I'll go like, you can say hi to Chuck tomorrow morning. So. Well, if you're a business out there and you're in Florida and you need help, I'm your guy.
Okay. You got to call Trevor, and it doesn't matter what your business is. Call him, and I'm sure he can help you get your business out there and get people pounding on your door for your services or your product.
Yes.
All right.
And thank you, Trevor, for spending time with us. We really appreciate it. We look forward to keep working with you, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Thanks, Trevor.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yay. 3.6.
3.6. I was here saying 3.2. He got 3.6.
3.6.
And then that Joy FM, I'm the one that listened to it every morning. I didn't believe that he was in Joy FM. And I'm listening to Joy FM in the morning, but I do get up after 8. So if he's before 8, I'm not going to listen to it. is after 8 when I'm on the road driving my husband to work.
I listen. I know. I occasionally listen to other stuff.
Yeah.
But I am a talk radio person. And I've done it for years and years and years.
I didn't know that about you. You did radio?
Huh?
You did radio?
Well, I tried. Yeah.
Oh, see, I never knew. See, how many years I know her now? 3 years, and I'm just finding out this out.
I just know. Even if you're listening to, like, you listen to Joy or you listen to music stations or talk, people don't realize, because they're so involved with TV, that they think TV people are not they don't watch commercials. Can I just tell you?
They don't like commercials.
When the commercial comes on, except for the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you're in the car and the radio, some people do listen to their CDs or their what's on their phone, or used to be iPod, but their phone.
Right.
But radio, sports, country music people, Christian stations, they have shows that they listen to.
Yeah.
And so you don't get one commercial. You get
different ones,
like in an hour. So
yeah, I know.
You don't turn it off because it's so quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like 31 minute commercials you can turn off, but in the radio, you'll notice when you listen to your music, you hear the same advertisers, right?
Yep, I sure do, and that's why we put it on the TV. Everybody's on the crafters that we got. I program it like that. That's Trevor putting them on that station. Yeah. Yep, that is amazing. You know, and we didn't even put our commercials on the 30 minutes, so we have to do that. Give them some airtime right here. So I'll tell you back. We'll come back with a little bit. Me and Jenny always know what to talk about. So let me go ahead and hit some commercials here of some of our fabulous vendors that we have, right? That we have. So, and then we'll come back after these messages. Let me turn off the banner because it will mess me up. Yeah, hold on.
We're back.
Yes, we're back. I had to throw in the commercials in there because I was like, wait, we're missing something. And I think before Trevor came on, he was about talking about the process. We were talking about the process of everything we have to do to be successful in our business and things like that. And then the word to the day was funny because it says trust him through the process, and that's what she was about to go to. And she goes, what? And then the verse that they have here is Psalm 23:4, which it says, yes, I walk through the valley of the deep, sunless valley of the shadow of death. I will for and dread no evil. You are with me, your rod and your staff to comfort me, right? And that's from Psalms 23:4. And then we often think of trusting God for things we need and want, but a true relationship of trusting God extends beyond trusting him. Just to get something. We need to learn to trust him through the process of attaining those things we desire. Right? So those are the things that we have to practice, that if the Lord says, hey, there's yes, no, and maybe, and wait, right? But he doesn't do anything with idle hands. So, they always say idle hands is but the devil, because you're not doing nothing, but yet you want everything, but you're not doing nothing. But when you start working, that's when you see your process and your prosperity. And then everything starts and starts. I mean, I can go back and I can still go back. And I always bring this up because it's so important. When Jenny came up with the idea, it was just her and I. We were like, just on YouTube too. We had no idea. We were like, eh. And then she was like, let's take it a step further. And I'm like, what's more than YouTube? How about a TV show? I went, what? I was like, okay. So we again,
a TV show. I brought her a TV station.
Yes.
You got to go big.
Let me tell you something, but along with that comes responsibility, because I just didn't say yes and let her do all the work, right? So we divided the work. She does her part, I do my part, and we get along just fine.
And we never try to step on each other's toes. That's the thing. Believe me, I don't want to get my knuckles wrapped. I'm not going anywhere near her station.
No. Because I have it a certain way. I program it a certain way. When I do the back end, a lot of people say, what is it to a production? I say, you know what? I never knew. But now that I'm in it for like 2 years, I kind of love it, but it was hard to learn, and I made myself learn it. And then I looked at videos. I was determined. So that's the process, right? That you're learning the process. So when you learn the process, you kind of take ownership, and you don't want nobody messing up your little baby because you did it just right.
I'm a cat in a ball of yarn. But I am. She knows it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I told her one time, I think I went on vacation. Yeah. And I let one person, which shall remain nameless. I know, right? Hi, Jeff. Oh my gosh. We put Jeff on there. I went on vacation. I came back. Oh my gosh, I almost had anxiety. I had an anxiety attack. I told Jenny, what? And she's like, I don't know.
I didn't touch it.
So, and then he admitted, he goes, well, I tried. I said, didn't I tell you only to monitor? Did I tell you to touch anything? So from that point on, never again. So the only way that I'll let somebody in the back end again is that we have to be like in the process of going on a boat cruise, and not even that in a program 3 months.
It's going to be the fact that we're going to have 3 million viewers, and we're going to actually be able to hire another additional person.
Right.
Because
and that I have to train. And if they deviate from what I trained them, they're fired.
But as usual,
she has her responsibility.
And Jeanette and I always start out, when we come on, sometimes we're kind of pooky, like we're tired. And we're like,
yeah.
By the time the show ends, just being with Jeanette and yapping and talking about what we want to accomplish is something that is so amazing. And we want you to tune in, please, for the New Year's show.
Yes, you gotta come. New Year's Eve.
If you're a new business and you want to be on our show,
yeah, it starts at 6.
Minutes for $50 for 15 minutes, and yeah, we'd love to have you. And to our old vendors, you know how to get a hold of us.
Yep.
And just come celebrate the new year, because we are going to rock next year.
Yes. What did you call it? It's the revolution. It's a revolution.
We're going to be doing a revolution.
I do listen. And I remember it's a revolution. We're going to do a solution to revolution and bringing in the year with a revolution. And
I want that dog guy with his dog stuff.
I do, right? Now I'm going to write to him. I said, send me that guy's information. I'll get him on here. Watch. I got my Pacific ways.
I want the dog guy.
The fact that he's only 15 minutes from me.
Yeah.
He's only 15 minutes from me. That's how far.
It's really funny. You got to start with a small and start expanding out. But I don't like to do anything small. I like to do everything.
Yes. Just get it, do it. Yeah, just get it and do it and get it over with, and let's go out with a bang.
Well, I don't want to go out. I want to go up.
Yeah, go up. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, so
we want to wish every single person, we're not going to see you till after Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a wonderful time with your friends and family. Celebrate the reason for this season, the season for the reason.
Yes.
Thankful for all you have.
Yes. We say Merry Christmas, and we'll see you for the New Year's Eve. Last year was kind of fun. We were on there for a while, and we saw different, I was able to bring the different countries celebrating beforehand that they already did their New Year's. It was pretty nice and pretty funny too.
We're going to pull some stuff in between and talk to people and talk about their businesses and what they want to do and how they've done. And we don't want New Year's resolutions, because you bail on those by February.
Right.
We want a New Year's revolution.
Right.
We want you to make sure your business does well and succeeds. And we want to be a part of that to help with that.
That's right. So we say Merry Christmas from Jenny and I, another fabulous year. And we want to say thank you for being with us and thank you for watching.
Yes.
Bye.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.